Okay, someone knows.
Oh, somebody knows you. Is it part of your fan club?
No.
Let's go live. Oh, it was fine just a second ago, guys. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right.
Is that it?
We on? We live here? Looks like it, right? All right, guys. Are we good? Okay.
We're good.
I believe so.
Can you see it?
We're frozen. We're moving. Perfect. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the first ever Eddy Live Hot Wing Show. I am here with two of my good friends. Over here, I've got Brently Cooper, the Vice President of
Server Development at Dell.
Perfect.
Nice to be here.
And over here, I've got Raul Garcia, the owner of the Crafted Chain.
Yum.
Yeah, so before we start, I got to ask you guys, how are you guys with hot sauce and hot wings? Well, Raul's Mexican, right? He's got to be good. No?
See, now you're putting a lot of pressure on me.
Okay. Wait a minute. No, he's not. Never mind,
Sometimes I think I'm okay, and then I taste something that really kicks my butt.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Well, I think today might be one of those days.
Well, I'll tell you.
This guy right
here.
here.
I don't think I'm very good, which is why I brought my survival kit.
All right, well,
it's the Hot Wings survival kit.
Okay.
So, I was told that you had to watch your eyes. You have to be particular about your eyes. So the first thing I brought was some eye protection.
Hey, all right. Beer goggles.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So I believe these will help protect my eyes from the bad things.
I love it.
So I think that's really all I need to worry about.
That's all you need, brother. Okay. So let's do our first wing, yeah? So the first sauce we've got here is a mojito hot sauce by Flavor of the World. We're going to start off nice and light. This is really, really lemony, zesty.
It's a mojito.
Really nice. It's a mojito, exactly.
Love mojitos.
So cheers, guys.
Let's do it.
Salud. Let's do it, yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's really good.
Good stuff, yeah?
No.
Yeah?
That's good.
Good, right? Yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah,
Shout
really
out
good.
to Flavor of the World.
Yeah, that's really good.
Okay, so obviously we got to start really easy, and we've got to see what the heck are you guys doing in Taiwan? So let's start with Raul this time.
Yeah.
Raul, what are you doing here, man?
I ask myself that question every day. So I've been in Taiwan for 5 years. My wife moved here 8 years ago.
Okay.
And she got a job working at the American School.
Nice.
So
okay.
we were dating back then, and so we chatted and we wanted to see where the relationship could go. So I decided to sell my stuff, an Audi that I really, really liked.
An Audi? Oh my God!
Sounds like maybe you're still a little bitter about that.
Just a little bit. And just sold my stuff, moved to Taiwan.
Thank you.
Trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur and start a business, but I had no idea what I wanted to do.
Sure. Of course, yeah.
And then craft beer has kind of been a hobby of mine for 12 years now. Back in college, so we saw that the market was kind of up and coming here in Taiwan, so we decided to open a beer shop. And Crafted at Maji. It's been open, and April is going to be 3 years. So
3 years already.
Yeah,
nice, man. All right.
So we've been really blessed. We've been really lucky.
Recently, you've just opened a second, right? Recently. No?
It's almost a year now, actually.
A year, okay.
Yeah, so
happy
also
anniversary almost.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
But the new one, it's near Jishan Station. So close to the Solo, but on the other side of the MRT.
Okay.
Similar style, but less bottles and a little bit more taps and a little bit more seating. But yeah, that's our second branch.
I actually went there for the Super Bowl. That was awesome. I had a great time, man.
That was great.
Texas Tom's food. I remember you put like a 16-hour day in that day. That was
my God.
That was good. It was worth it though, right? The Super Bowls are always good.
Yeah, that's good. Good fun.
Always good, yeah? Excellent. Thanks so much, brother. What about the beer goggle man over here?
Yeah.
Vice.
So I've actually been in Taiwan off and on for 10 years.
Okay.
I spent some time here moved back to Texas, then came back. I've been here almost 5 years.
Okay.
And I've been here with my company. Dell brought me to Taiwan, and we fell in love with the place, and are really, really, really happy here. My wife and I are cyclists, and we you know, if you haven't been to Taiwan or if you live here, you probably know that cycling is a really great thing that you can do in Taiwan. And actually, that's cycling and craft beer are like our two favorite things. That's actually how we met Raul.
Yeah.
Is we had heard through I don't know, through some communication that that there was a craft beer place, a bottle shop opening up, and we were actually just finishing a bike ride, and I'm like, let's go see if that place is open.
Beautiful.
And Raul was in there, and we knocked on the door because he wasn't quite open, and he's like, yeah, you guys want a beer?
That's the best.
Yes, I do want a beer.
Yeah.
So that's so
Excellent.
love Taiwan, love the people, love the community, and love the food. So awesome place.
Okay. Yeah, I think that Raul made a big splash with craft beer when he came here, because there were a few places popping up here and there, and actually we've been selling craft beer for a long time. And Raul came and he made such a big splash that there was like this book, right? There was this book a while ago that had like all the location, all the craft beer stuff, all the everything, and everyone was like, "Oh, you're gonna be in there." I wasn't in there, and Raul was in there, so I was like, "Oh." So that was awesome. So this is the craft beer guy, and actually Raul's kind of one of my secret weapons when I really need something new on tap. So that's he's my guy. And I give him a call. So yeah, beautiful. So
awesome.
next
Are you
wing,
ready?
Yeah.
What is this?
So the next
Tell us
wing,
about it.
so the next wing is a honey chipotle made in house by us.
Okay.
It's an Eddy special?
Yeah, it's an Eddy special. It's actually one of my favorite wings that we have here, if not my favorite.
Okay.
And let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Cheers, guys. Salud.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can taste the honey for sure.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, that is really good.
Thanks, man.
Still messy.
Didn't I give you one? Yeah, you're good there, yeah? You got one of those right there, brother. All right.
That's really good.
Yeah, man. That's actually,
Is that one that you have on?
I love that one. Yeah, that's one of that's on the menu, and that's one of our best sellers.
That's really good.
When I come here, I always get that because I love that. Yeah.
Can you feel the heat?
Can you feel it?
A little bit of heat.
Is it
a little bit of
it's
heat.
getting up?
Certainly
Getting up.
more than the first one.
Yeah, it takes like a little bit, but it creeps on you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So keep it on.
I think we're in trouble.
Well, that's we've got.
Yeah, I guess that's it then. Well, that thanks. That was
well, thank you guys
fun.
very
Where's
much.
the milk?
Speaking of that, we are a Mexican restaurant, so we actually have horchata here. If you guys need some horchata, let me know. You guys want some of that or not?
No,
Not yet. Okay.
Not
perfect.
yet.
I hope not.
There's only two.
Because if you guys you're choking on that, that's it. We got.
No way.
We're getting it's gonna get crazy. So.
No way.
So Raul, I'm actually a Mexican. I was born and raised in Canada. Contrary to popular belief,
That's
I am
not Mexico. That's not
Yeah,
Mexico.
contrary to popular belief, my
That's like
family is
the-
Mexican. That's northern.
Yeah, that's
Whenever
like
I go
northern
to-
Mexico.
When I go to Mexico, they're like, "What kind of an accent is that?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's a northern accent." And they're like, "How north? Monterrey?" I'm like, "No, man." Keep going. They're like, "Oh, California." I'm like, "No, no." And they're just like, "How north?" I'm like, "Almost Alaska."
Yeah.
So
That's
basically,
pretty far north.
So obviously, I have a Mexican mom, and I was wondering if you could share maybe one of your favorite Mexican mom stories. If you got something in your arsenal there, what do you think?
From my mom?
Yeah, from your mom, like a chancla story or something, like a wooden spoon. My mom actually she started with wooden spoons, and then I was a big kid, and he would be breaking all these wooden spoons, and she graduated to like a broom, and then we're in Canada, so the next one would be a hockey stick, and then the last one was actually, sorry mom, it was a long time ago and I forgive you. So the last one was a wooden meat tenderizer on the ass. It did tenderize that ass.
Well, I'm sure it did, but you really can't blame your mom. You pretty much got to blame yourself.
Yeah, it's
I'm
true.
pretty sure you earned that.
Oh, for sure I did. And unfortunately for my mom, she never found the meat tenderizer again. Yeah. She never found it again.
Wonder why.
She's like, where? I'm like, up.
I don't know.
No, don't know where it is. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Or a childhood story or something that you wouldn't mind sharing. I know you grew up in Mexico, right? Or no? How about you share that, man?
So I was born in Fort Worth, Texas.
Okay. So he's not a real Mexican either.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Mexican American. But no, I was born in Texas, and I say at the age of 6, my mom and dad. I'm the youngest of 8 kids. So I have 5 sisters and 2 brothers.
Can you name all their names?
No. Nice. Okay.
And
good, Lily.
All right. I think around the age of 6, okay. My mom and dad started to move back to Mexico, so we moved, and basically went to elementary school, middle school, and high school in Mexico. And but there was a couple years that I came back to the States, and then went to college in the States in North Carolina, where most of my family is at now. I still have a sister that's in Fort Worth, and I have a sister that lives in Mexico. But like my mom, most of everybody's in North Carolina now. I really can't think of any stories relating to my mom. But
okay.
I'll say like recently, I've been trying to cook more at home.
Okay. Since
and
we closed on Mondays too.
I think one thing, one thing that's really hard to get, I guess maybe it's all moms, just in general, but like my mom's she's a really good cook, and she worked at a Mexican,
especially Mexican,
like a Tex-Mex restaurant in Fort Worth for several years, and she used to make the tortillas for this place. So her tortillas are they're amazing, her flour tortillas,
next level.
And so one day we started chatting. I'm like, you need to teach me how to make these one day.
Okay.
And then classic, it's like she never gives you like a specific recipe. It's almost like
just
add a little bit of this and then add a little bit of this.
Just by feel, Miko.
And it's like, so how much is a little? Like, is it like this much? It's like, no, well, you'll notice once you see it. I'm like, no, like I need it written down, specifics, like how many cups.
Yeah, exactly. The exact instructions.
Yeah. But I guess that's maybe like a lot of months.
So have you perfected it? Can you make it?
No. I haven't even
tried your tortillas, man.
Yeah.
Give me some lessons here. I'm down. Yeah. Beautiful. What about yourself, Brently? Childhood story?
Well, I grew up in Idaho.
Idaho potatoes.
Yep. It's
right.
a potato place.
Okay.
And I actually worked on a. I didn't. I lived in a small town. I didn't live in a farm, but I worked in a farm.
How small is a small town?
It was about 50,000 people.
Okay.
Pretty small.
Okay.
And I had a great childhood. It was a really simple life. You know, and when you live in a small town in a rural place like Idaho, you know, it's a very simple life. So I grew up in a very simple life, and when I was I lived there. I was born there, graduated from high school there, went to a college not far from there, and if you would have asked that country boy, where Taiwan was, I probably couldn't have found it on a map.
Sure.
That's most people.
Yeah, that's most.
Everybody
people.
confuses it with Thailand.
That's true.
It's Thailand. Yeah.
Or you tell somebody you live in Taiwan and they're like, "Oh, I love Thai food."
Sure.
That's
Well, actually,
great.
me too.
That's good. Yeah, me too.
I do. Yeah.
But I would have never thought I'd been here, but I love it, and pretty simple life. My mom never got to the meat tenderizer, but I got plenty of the wooden spoon. I can tell you that.
Did she go through a few wooden spoons?
Yeah, I know. I remember I got old enough at some point where I had done something that required. And I actually said that. Oh, that
for sure. That's the killer.
Yeah, it's like
she's like, what?
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, anyway, I only said that once.
Yeah, sure. And then you kind of walk away, and you're like, shh. You're like the beep. And then your mom's just like, what did you say? And it's just like, she gets that
mom hearing, right? They can hear whatever you said. You mumble it, they heard it.
Yeah. She gets that chancla like the sandal, and it's like a boomerang. Boom, bam. I saw this one video where there's this Mexican girl, and she was, this is, I guess, when twerking was a thing. She was probably a teenager, this thing popped up on my Facebook, and this girl was like doing this twerk, and then her Mexican mom walked in on it. And then she looked at her in her eyes, and then she shoes off, and bam, bam, bam. So I was like, it was hilarious.
Yeah.
It was hilarious, man.
Yeah, and they're like
Mexican
crazy
moms,
accurate
man.
with that.
Oh,
chocolate,
yeah.
man. Like it's almost Sometimes
It's a skill.
I'll see like NFL teams like struggling to find a quarterback. Like just hire like a
Mexican mom.
just a middle-aged Mexican mom. Just draw a chancla on that football. She'll find it.
And she'll get it too, man.
Yeah.
It's like a boomerang. It comes back.
All right, what's
All right,
this?
boys and girls, next one we've got, this is Anita's Cantina's classic hot sauce.
Nice.
So this was the first hot sauce they put out, and we were able to get our hands on some for the show.
Nice.
So let's go, guys, try. So
do
we're
it.
working our way up the spiciness level. Cheers, yeah? How the taste buds going, boys? Good, yeah?
Yeah, it's good. I actually normally have this in my fridge.
Yeah.
I like Patty and Anita because they make the sauce. Super nice people. And yeah, like I'll put this on eggs.
Yeah,
It's good.
We bought some of this at Crafted
Yeah.
when they were there, and yeah, this is what I put on my eggs in the morning.
Yeah,
So good.
Great.
So, just in case anybody knows, obviously Eddy's Cantina, but the Flavor of the World link we will have in the description. Anita's Cantina link we will have in the description. They were lucky to, they blessed us with some of their food, some of their bottles, and we want to give them a shout out and a thank you. And we plan on doing this show many more times. We might just get them on the show. Wink,
That'd be
wink,
fun.
right?
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Hey, Raul, let me know if you need anything out of the survival kit.
Okay.
I've got
My lips are a little.
Are they coming up? They're coming up?
a little.
I think I'm okay right now.
Yeah, for
I
now,
kind of want to
okay.
wait.
Want to wait a little bit? Good, good, good.
If you really gets bad, I'll have to get this out.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's gasoline.
Secret.
It's
Okay.
gasoline. So if you
Just
need
burn
any,
ourselves alive.
yeah.
So let's, I want to hear a story about your best boss or your worst boss ever. What do you guys think? Who wants to go bet? Up to you guys. Best boss or worst boss ever?
That's gonna be really hard for him to answer.
Yeah, okay,
Because
okay.
He's still hired us.
Cut. Yeah,
I still
no.
have bosses.
Well, that's, well, so do I. I mean,
I got a story. Maybe not my best
have a
boss.
boss story? Yeah, yeah,
but
sure.
I got a boss story.
boss
That's
story.
really
Let's
pretty
have
good.
it. Okay.
So when I first got out of college, my first job, I worked at this government contractor, and it was a very traditional, sort of old school engineering company, and it didn't have cubicles. The office space didn't have cubicles or anything like that. It was basically a bunch of old antique metal desks in a big room. So imagine a big room with a bunch of desks in a row, right? And everybody had a desk. And then the boss had an office down the hall, a big office, and I knew the boss outside of work.
Okay.
Because he was actually
That's
sort
a
of
good thing sometimes.
And he was a sort of a family acquaintance, family friend. And I back then I played the drums, and I was a drummer, and he found out about it. And so outside of work, he contacted me and he needed a drummer for his band. So I was a drummer in his band outside of work, but nobody at the office knew that. So anyway, imagine we're in this big room and there's all these desks, and he was a really gruff guy as a boss. He was a really serious guy. So he would come into this big room with all of these people and these big metal desks, and he'd say, "Mr. Cooper, yes sir, I need to see you in my office right now." And then he would leave the room, and my friends would be like, "Dude, what the hell? What did you do?" And I'm like, "Man, I don't know. This is going to be bad. Hopefully, I don't know." So I would go, I'd get into his office. You turn that up?
Yeah, I can't. Keep going. Get going.
So
Which way's up?
he would, as soon as I got into his office, he would say, "Mr. Cooper, shut the door." And so I'd shut the door, and then as soon as the door shut, nobody could hear. He would like pull. And this is back in the old days, but he pulled out a Walkman with like 2 headphones. They're like,
Nice.
He'd like, dude, we got to write some words down to these songs for the band. So then I would sit there for a while, and we would like listen, and we'd write lyrics down, and we would like talk about the songs. And then he's like, man, you better go back. So then I go back to the big room where all the people were, and I had to pretend like, you know, I was getting yelled at. And I'm like, oh yeah, I messed this thing up, and yeah, he was really mad. He yelled at me, and so then I would just sort of sit down and work again.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was sort of a interesting boss deal.
You know, my dad was actually a rock and roll guy, and it was funny because where we lived, there weren't really any Mexicans, but there was small pockets of Latinos, and every time there was a birthday party or an event, you know, Latinos, they take all the furniture out, and the living room becomes a dance floor.
Oh yeah,
parties all night. It's awesome.
Let's do it.
At that time,
right now, let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah, after the show. Yeah, come on down. So basically, my dad was one of the first to get like a 5-disc CD changer, and you know, he had the cumbias and all that stuff, and everybody's dancing and dancing and dancing. And then when he would have enough rum and coke, he would put in like some Deep Purple.
Oh, would he really?
He's a huge rock and roll guy.
Deep Purple
so
guy.
everybody's like dancing, and then some Deep Purple would come up, and my dad would be like, dad, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, okay, we know
And
it's
the
drunk
dancing
now.
stopped.
Yeah, and everyone's just like, oh my god, yeah, man. So rock and roll, baby. Rock and roll. My dad. Yeah. What about yourself, my man? Boss story?
Yeah, I mean,
staff story, yeah.
My favorite boss that I've ever had is actually still a good friend of mine.
Okay.
His name is Stephen Farr. He was like my department. I used to work for Lowe's Home Improvement.
For what?
Lowe's Home Improvement.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Blue
Nice.
Home Depot.
Yeah.
Blue TV show.
And,
I don't really think that's their logo.
Yeah, it's the
Blue
other
Home
one.
Depot.
Hashtag the other guys.
But yeah, he was just great. He was down to earth. Like, he was someone that you could always talk to if you had an issue.
Okay.
He always tried to. He would let you like learn by yourself, but also like would push you when you needed to.
Sure. Yeah.
So he's fantastic.
Excellent.
Worst boss I've ever had, also at Lowe's.
Same
but
place.
this guy was a new store manager.
Okay.
So the old store manager, everybody loved, and he kind of had like people that were kind of ready to be promoted and to be like the next thing, and like I was kind of in the radar for something like that. So he gets promoted, gets sent to corporate. Then we get this new guy, and everybody hates him. So we have to everybody has to start from scratch basically. So he doesn't know us. Like, he wrote me out within the first week of being there for no reason. So I think he's still there.
Really?
Everybody's still there. Yeah, he's just a miserable son of a bitch.
Yeah.
He's one of the most miserable human beings I've ever met.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
That sounds like college days for me in the Future Shop, man. That's all. Yeah.
In the what?
Same story. The Future Shop. It's like the best buy.
Yeah, I remember.
Is it still around? Future Shop?
Yeah.
I've been here for so long.
Well, now it's the future, so we don't need it anymore.
I think it's called Amazon.
Yeah,
well, that's
that is
true,
the
yeah.
future. All right, what's this, Eddie?
Beautiful. Next wing. So this is a special sauce. We're halfway actually, guys.
Halfway?
We haven't even got no problem, right?
Yeah,
These are the spicy ones.
We haven't done
Yeah.
anything crazy, yeah. So actually, this is also another flavor of the world sauce, but this sauce was made because my buddy who was making these sauces, Brian, he got requested by a lot of sort of Buddhists, and Taiwan has a lot of vegetarians that cannot eat onion, they cannot eat garlic, they cannot eat. There's a special list of.
So this is just battery acid?
You don't know this. You don't know this unless you're in a food business. When someone comes in and says they're a vegetarian, you're like, okay, well, what kind of vegetarian? Well, I'm a Buddhist one, so they can't do. I don't think they can do cheese.
They can't do onions?
No onions and garlic. They don't no onions and garlic.
What's up with that?
They grow on the ground.
I believe they said that the religion says it makes them hot.
This
So that's
will
all-
make you hot.
So yeah, well, so they requested this, and so this was a special creation, and let's give it a shot, guys.
Pretty good?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
People
And
can
that'll
buy
mark that
this
flavor.
at
This
your
is flavor of the world. Yeah.
You buy that here?
Yeah,
Buy it here.
we can buy that here. All the sauces are gonna
I
be here.
expect like big novelty check later, like one of those big ones.
Beautiful. And he's in the back there. He'll probably join us for a wing after.
Okay, that's
All right, guys,
good.
enjoy.
Very flavorful.
It takes a real talent to be able to make a nice sauce without garlic and onion. Because I mean,
That's amazing.
I have garlic and onion in almost everything, and I put garlic in my cereal. Jeez, you know, it's crazy.
Nice job. That's good.
Trying to hide my identity.
There you go. So basically, we're halfway now.
That's good.
You need anything out of the kit? You all right?
Oh,
Good.
so we're halfway.
Am I crying?
It was our first time,
Like
right? It was
crying.
our first time, so I didn't want to. All right. So.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Which side are we starting with? So this one too? Alright, so we got 3 beers here.
Okay.
I
For
love
you
beer.
guys to, just a little sample. I want you guys to
this
look
one?
up at the tap wall, and we want you guys to guess what they are.
Okay.
Oh, this is easy.
Yeah, easy, okay. So these are big craft beer connoisseurs, and these are all local craft, so
Are they the same?
they are not the same, no.
He
They are
has 3 different ones.
No, he has the same. He
Oh,
has
the same 3.
Yeah. He has the same.
Well, you've ruined my sense of smell.
Yeah, well, that's...
Can you smell anything?
That was kind of
I
the
can't
point.
smell
That was kind of the
anything.
I
point.
think my nose is full of mucus right now. Totally stuffed up in there.
You know what's funny about the sense of smell thing? I was having a wine with this guy, and he was telling me, "Oh, this is what you do. You swirl it, and you smell it." And I'm like, "I don't smell anything." And he's like, "Just keep smelling. I don't smell anything." And then I went down and I snorted wine
Why?
because I couldn't smell. And I'm like this, and I snorted it. You know? It wasn't on purpose, but it was. I'm not a wine guy. You know? What do you say?
Yeah, it's hard.
Okay.
I can't smell it either.
I got it.
Well, that's the
I think
whole
I got
point.
it.
Do you think
I think
you
I got it.
All right, who's going to go first?
Go, go.
This is the vanilla porter. The vanilla cream ale, I mean.
Want to give it a shot?
right.
So obviously our taste buds are all going to be all out of whack.
Wait. I gotta cleanse my palate. I gotta cleanse my
Do you
palate.
think?
No, you
2,
can't.
3.
Yeah, from this side, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yes.
I can't taste
So
anything.
this one,
That's the whole point
I
of the
think
challenge, craft beer boy.
I think it's natural blonde. Is that the natural blonde?
Is that the blonde?
Really?
Oh.
What's that? You gotta talk to the manager about that. No, yeah, of course. No, come on in, no problem. You wanna come and say hi?
Hey,
Come and say hi.
Say hi to everybody.
Wanna come and say hi to the crowd, fans? Hey guys, this is Jackie. There's a little delay, but he'll come on in a second here. This is Jackie. She's been coming to our restaurant for 10 years, probably. Yeah.
Are you sure that's
so
not the
Jackie's
natural
here. We
blonde?
love it.
The first one.
Jackie.
What do you think it is?
Natural blonde, no?
Awesome. Thanks so much, Jackie. All right.
Alright, so you go
Who's
next.
next? So you guys are 0 for 1. Next.
We gotta figure out this one first. He got it wrong too.
Both got it wrong. So the first one is the Summer Mosaic.
What?
That was the Jim and Dad's Summer Mosaic.
shit.
Yeah. So I got the answer right here. I'm not going to tell anyone the answer.
Because I thought that was this one.
You did, huh? All right, so let's
All
go
right.
number 2.
Number 2.
Who's first this time? Who wants to? Maybe Raul goes first this time.
Is this the London? Number 5? No?
Oh, okay. Is it? I mean, I didn't pour it. It might be. What do you guess, Andrew?
This is Scotch ale, number 3. No.
No. Okay. What do we
suck
got?
at this. This is embarrassing, Raul.
It is embarrassing.
This is.
That is the natural blonde.
Oh, okay.
That's the blonde.
Don't say that like you do.
That's the 23. That's 23 blonde.
Yeah.
That's 23
Okay.
blonde.
You didn't even know.
And the last one,
Budweiser.
that is correct.
Disco Macao.
Disco Macao, what about you?
No, he would know.
Yeah, it is. It's Disco Macao.
Disco Macao, that's right.
That's right.
All right.
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. So that
Well,
marks
that's funny
halfway.
because I can tell when your keg is marked wrong.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
that's right.
you've had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've had this happened maybe twice.
Twice. It's happened twice.
At the shop at Chishan, the kegs got mixed up, and we would tap it, but we wouldn't change the number. And it's like, oh, get the number 5, it's Disco Macao, and then we'll pour it, give it to him, and he's like, this is not the Disco Macao. I was like, oh, okay. How do you?
This guy
he was
knows.
going, I was like, oh, yeah, he's right.
Well, I probably could have got all of these before you ruined my taste buds.
Well, that's
with
the whole
this
point,
stuff.
man. If we did it at the beginning, it would be boring. See you, Jackie. Take care.
I'm
Yeah?
probably never going to survive.
There you go. Okay, so now we're getting into the.
That's Danger Zone? Is this Danger Zone?
That is the Liberator.
the Liberator.
Yes, you gotta keep them liberated.
And he makes this one too, right?
He does make this, and this is the big boy in his line. That's his hottest right now.
Liberator?
And he makes it with he's got like some. Well, you guys will taste it.
Right,
There's some
Liberator?
stuff. Yeah. I'm just gonna start using my hands. I got clean hands, guys.
Is
Yeah.
it going to hurt? Is it going to hurt?
Yeah.
Yes, is it going to hurt? Is
Right,
it
boys
like a
and girls.
delay? You ready?
So we're on the Liberator, guys.
You ready, Liberator?
Let's go.
Cheers, let's do it.
Cheers, guys. Salud. Yeah.
Oh, it's really good.
This is my favorite of his.
Yeah, it's got a lot of flavor.
Pineapples? No.
Grapefruit,
Does it have any
I
fruit?
believe, huh?
Does he have any fruit?
Grapefruity. yeah.
Grapefruit? Oh, okay.
I believe. I mean, that's good stuff. I like. That's my favorite because it's got some nice kick to it. But it's of my flavor of the world. That's in my opinion, that's the good one.
Oh yeah, you can feel that.
Are we getting up there?
Oh yeah.
Take it in.
Oh yeah.
So, yes. I forgot what I was
That's
saying.
good.
I may have to go into the kit.
Do it.
No.
Going in there, yeah. So okay, we'll do that one next. Da-da-da-da-da.
Brian says water doesn't help.
Yeah, I've heard that.
So when I met Raul, he was
But he said beer helps.
Well, he is a website creator and designer. So
Cheers.
he still is, right? I believe, right? Or
Just for
is he,
myself.
or is he
Yeah.
retired?
You're a website. You're a website
So if
designer?
anybody needs a website, this is your guy.
I don't do it anymore. Do not contact me.
He'll do it if you pay him enough. It's okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna charge a lot.
That's
Could you tell us maybe a
Five.
story? A story about. I know it must be a pain.
just a minute.
Being a designer.
I'm getting a little hot.
Do your thing, brother. Do your thing.
I got my
That's all right, no problem.
Wait.
Okay.
Stuff's making me hot.
All right. Well, we've. What do we got? Oh, all right. Yes. Nice.
It's a little hot.
So I'd like to hear a story about
Wow, that really creeped on you,
one of
man.
your customers. Yeah,
that's
sure.
a creeper.
That's a creeper.
Well, that's
I love hot sauce.
I can feel
That's
that.
one of my favorites. Yeah, I like that.
You're a little sweaty.
Coming, you're
I think
getting
I'm
there.
crying.
Yeah, you're.
So websites. Yeah,
websites.
something about a website. What's the biggest pain when you're doing a website for somebody? Like, say you got a customer and he's like, I have a website. You take the gig. What's the worst thing that's going to happen?
I think my worst experiences with websites have been
That is
when it's a company and it has like 5 different managers and every single person has.
all right.
God, you really thought about this.
This guy's got the survival kit right there. So
We have like 5 different managers and everybody wants something different and then try to put everything together. I was working on a project for this company, which I should have never taken the job, and I ended up stopping the project midway. It was something really weird. Like it was a company that healed you with music.
A company that healed you with music.
Yeah, so it was.
Did you try it?
Oh, it was just like it was really weird. Like it was a weird setting, and it had like these. It was like 5 keyboards, and each one had like a different color on each key. So it's like we're gonna make you feel happy, and then they would like get in a circle and start like keying.
Kumbaya or no?
It was like just different noises. It was getting like just like a soundtrack.
It's really hot. It's really hot.
And yeah, it was just odd, and it was impossible to make them happy. Here in Taiwan, they're kind of stuck in the 90s when it comes to websites. They want it to be flash.
Okay.
Like this one lady, showed me an example of a website. She's like, I want our website to look like this, and it was completely Flash.
Okay.
So Flash does not load like an iPads or iPhones.
Yes, that's right. You're right.
So she showed me this website, and there's literally a unicorn with a banner on the back, like showing like the promotion of the week. There's a freaking unicorn, like a Flash unicorn across the website. I'm like,
A unicorn?
yeah. I'm like,
My daughter would have
well,
liked it.
I don't know how to do Flash, and two, I would never do Flash.
Not yet.
Not yet? Yes.
How many more we got to go? 3?
We've got 3 more, boys. We're almost there. We're on the home stretch, yeah?
But yeah, that was just people don't know what the hell they want, so.
Yeah, I was going to
That's
say,
the toughest
when you
thing.
ask that question, I'm going to say, I think the hardest part was probably the customer, not the work.
No, the work
sure.
is
The work is,
right. It's what you like to do, but
I know a little bit about
Yeah.
that myself, to be honest.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of a different question for you. I think you've been working with Dell for a long time.
20 years.
20 years. So I think for me, one of my favorite commercials growing up,
Dude.
was "Dude, you're getting a Dell." So, were you involved? Were you around for that, or was that way? Because I remember that's a while ago.
No, that happened when I was at the company. But,
Okay. So how did that work out, man? Yeah.
But actually, it was, ad campaigns have a life cycle, and they.
Come on down, no problem.
Yeah, come on in.
Want to be on TV?
You want to be on TV? You want to be famous?
Sure, yeah,
You want to be
come on.
this is
famous?
like a super close-up, so you won't be on that anyway.
Yeah, no problem. All right,
Okay, that's
come on
fine.
down. It's all good, no problem.
We'll ignore you unless you want to be famous.
Yeah, so basically,
So anyway, advertising strategies have a life cycle, right? And we sort of ran that one.
Okay.
It was very successful. It actually drove a lot of business, and that was when Dell was in our consumer laptops and really trying to penetrate the consumer business, because Dell's business really fundamentally got started in sort of commercial customers and governments and that sort of stuff. So really trying to penetrate the consumer market.
Okay.
And so you needed a really cool, ad campaign to
Yeah.
sort of really, and it was super successful.
Yeah.
Right? It
It's
drove
gotta
a
be
lot
one
of
of the
business.
best. Yeah.
And so, that ad campaign sort of ran its life cycle, and we were sort of done with that. And then, of course, as you know, that guy got in the news, and that sort of stuff. By the time all that happened, we were sort of done with that. But that ad campaign, it's amazing because that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
And you sort of know the success of an ad campaign.
Yeah.
If like
I'm talking about
15
it
years
today.
later,
Yeah.
15 years later,
For sure.
somebody's still talking about it.
When I was a kid, I would see that commercial. I loved it, and I didn't even know what a Dell was.
You
so I
wanted
wanted one.
You wanted one, yeah.
I'm like, what is a
Exactly.
Dell? I want it.
Yeah,
And so now when I see a computer, I see like the Infinity Edge displays and all this amazing, Dell stuff, right? What was the
XPS 13.
XPS 13.
Yeah, it has
Beautiful.
the smallest bezel in the industry.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about getting one. Actually, I probably will get
You
one.
should get one.
Yeah, I love that.
And if you do,
When I see
I'm going to say, dude, you're getting a Dell.
yes. When I see Dell, that's what I think. Dude, you're getting a Dell.
You're going to Dell.
So that's one of the best marketing campaigns.
It was really
ever,
successful.
I would say. I mean, 2019. Do you remember that? Or
I don't know.
Raul's a young buck, man. So
You're too young.
he's just a champignon, right? He's just
Yeah.
a kid. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's do it. What's this?
We are going
Torture.
on. There you go. That is called the torture,
The
and it is.
torture.
So it's going to do two things. It's going to torture you, and it's going to torture you. So
Let's do it.
before we keep going. Let's go. Torture
do it,
this,
guys.
Salud. That's also Anita's Cantina. I forgot to mention.
What's Anita's?
I was so nervous about getting to these top 4. Now that we're here, I'm feeling good. I'm
I'm sweaty.
You guys feeling sweaty? Yeah.
Raul.
Raul's starting to sweat. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Wow.
How's that? Yes, we're on number 6, boys and girls. Yes. How you doing, brother? Good.
That
think the last one was hotter.
I think the one before was hotter.
We flipped him.
Yeah, I think
like that.
I think
Next
what
time.
is that called?
The torture.
The torture.
Okay.
The liberator.
The liberator. The liberator
It tastes
is.
really good, but it
Yeah, I think the liberator is hotter.
So I have.
Wait, hold on a second. It's kind of creeping up.
It's coming.
I think that's right.
I think the liberator is hotter.
Yeah.
I have a favor. Speaking of when we were talking about customers and campaigns, I have a favor of you guys. I want you guys to reply
But it seems
to a
like
couple.
this-
You good?
It's cold too.
Yeah, it's nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been in my cooler.
So I've got a favor to ask you guys. I'm gonna read out one or two of my personal Eddy's Cantina 1-star reviews. And you guys, you get to reply to them. I can't do it because I'm not allowed.
What do you want us to do?
Reply.
Oh, I'll
To the
reply.
1-star.
Reply to my, these are 1-star reviews, yeah?
Yeah.
So, I won't mention anybody's names.
Why not?
We're not here to shame.
Let's call 'em out.
Yeah, let's
Shame
call them
'em.
out, right? Get them on the show.
Get him.
The worst Mexican food I've ever had in this and past lives.
The worst Mexican food I've had in this and past life.
This and past lives. So not only this life, past lives as well. Sometimes
So-
I just don't reply. But what would you do for a Klondike bar?
So he's a Buddhist that hates Mexican food. Is that,
Okay.
is those the people that live more than one life?
He's had multiple lives.
I'm getting my religions confused.
Or a cat.
Yeah.
Or a cat.
My reply would be, I've never met such a miserable son of a bitch
Okay.
in this or past lives.
I like that one. Okay. Because we are talking about past lives here.
Yeah.
What about you, man? What do you got?
Yeah, you know. Read it again. The worst Mexican food in
The
this
worst Mexican
or
food I've ever
past
had in
lives.
this and past lives.
I would say we should send you to your next life and see if it's better.
I like that one too. Yeah.
Death threats online, I don't know.
Is it? I don't know.
Hashtag-
Is that a death threat? I'm not sure.
Hashtag I didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
What are you guys drinking? I'm gonna get one.
Disco.
Disco.
Can I get a disco? Order a disco for me, yeah, please. Thank you. All right, I got a couple more.
Do I look like a tennis pro when I got this on?
You're looking
Yeah,
great,
you look
man.
like a young, what's the guy that always yelled?
Oh, John McEnroe?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. Same.
Not worth the price. Couldn't eat the refried beans or rice. Way too much garlic in both.
Oh, it's a vampire. Obviously, that dude's a vampire, and any garlic is gonna, a vampire is gonna not like the garlic. So clearly, this guy's a vampire.
Yeah.
I'm burning a little bit here.
Are you burning? You want some poison?
No, I'm good. I like the burn. Feel the burn.
It's burning. Yeah, you got it. I got the burn.
Yeah.
Got a couple more.
Is that the last one?
There's these two. We'll do mine and we'll do last, or what are you thinking?
I don't know.
Let's do mine.
But I would say like this one,
Okay.
I think still this one is hotter.
Okay.
But this one, the aftertaste lasts longer.
Okay.
Like my lips are still burning.
Okay.
From the last one.
My gums are burning.
Yeah.
Which one are we gonna dab? Are we doing the dab thing?
You want to do the last dab last, or you want to do my special super duper ghost?
What do you think is hotter?
I haven't had them in a row. I haven't had them together in a row. But my one, personal one, scares me a little bit because I know how much ghost pepper is in there. And it's a lot. So that's what, we'll go with mine. But yeah, man, so...
That's a lot of sauce, Eddie.
That's for you. That one's yours. That was his.
okay, we'll just do half of it. Just tap that over there. That's for Raul. Thank you, sir. Thank
Shit,
you.
I can smell it from here. My sinuses have cleared up.
Do it.
We're almost there, boys and girls.
I'll just.
We went easy on the first ones, boys and girls.
Oh, what is this?
So we've actually got.
By the way, your wings are pretty good.
They're good,
Yeah, the wings are good.
Well, I was gonna do this. So we have another show called Eddy Live where we do one-on-one interviews, and I was gonna do this in the studio, but the wings are not gonna be as good.
Hey, you gotta,
Because these are coming right from the kitchen. Oh, myself.
you gotta do your own, buddy.
Gotta do myself as well.
I see you trying to.
You saw me trying to weasel out. I just got called out in my own restaurant, so this one scares me because this is a lot of.
Wait, this is yours?
This is mine.
Okay.
We're gonna save the last stab for last.
Okay.
As a tribute. As a tribute.
Right. We love the show.
We love the show.
Okay.
Love it. So
Please don't sue us. This is an homage.
hey, we bought the last stab
sauce.
tribute sauce.
Yeah.
So the sauce the one we're gonna eat right now is made with ghost peppers. This is about 2 kilos of sauce, and about 1.5 kilo is ghost pepper. So I made that one myself. The next day.
Are you tapping out?
No.
Oh no, we tapping?
No.
Oh, okay. So the next day, we used the same pan to make the rice, and the whole place was like crazy. Everybody was choking. We washed the pan, we scrubbed it, but the whole restaurant, everybody was choking. They thought we got pepper spray.
Have you had this? Have you tried it yet?
Yeah. Not this much. I've tried it, of course, but this much.
You haven't tried it.
I haven't
You
tried
haven't done
this.
this.
much.
You
I
haven't
have
done
not
this.
done this. No. So
Let's do it.
about to do it.
Let's do it.
Are you ready?
You ready?
This is where it's going to get interesting.
It was
fellas.
nice knowing you guys.
Salud. Let's go. That's mellow.
You know,
I think we built
It's
it
a
up.
sneaker.
It's not bad.
like breathing in, it's almost like smoking a cigarette. Like going in like tobacco. It's like
No.
yeah.
I think it's a sneaker. I think it has yet to hit.
Coming on me. So. Let me know if you need some more chata. There's a lot.
That is
Wait, weren't we supposed to do a shot? Do it after? No.
You have some gasoline?
Gasoline? Wait,
Want
no,
some
let's
gas?
do it at the end.
Want some gas?
It is. It's a whiskey?
Tequila.
Tequila?
Okay, this is coming up now.
Appropriate.
Gas?
At the end.
Oh yeah, it's getting hotter. That shit's
that
sneaking
one?
up.
Yeah, don't put it under your tongue. I just did that. That's not good.
That's not good.
Now my ears are ringing. How you doing?
It's hot.
Okay.
Have you guys watched like war movies? And then there's like a big explosion, and then you don't hear anything. You just hear like, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh shit.
That's what just happened.
Wow. That's getting there.
Okay.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
what is? Do you guys have any hidden talents that the world does not know about? Hidden talents. Aside from replying to my 1-star reviews. Thank you for that, by the way.
Those were probably the only 2 1-star reviews you ever got.
We've got a couple. Yeah.
I get
Alright.
several all the time.
Yeah.
And it's for like the stupidest reason.
Yeah. I
The
got one-
latest 1-star review that Crafted got.
The
review basically
Okay, I'm ready for
said,
some rum chata. That
we
shit is
didn't
hot.
go in, we looked inside, it looked busy, didn't care for it. It's like,
I read that one. I read that one.
I'm like,
Don't do it!
I read that one.
peer pressure.
I'm gonna do
You
it.
were trying to help me?
I haven't tried it.
I'm doing it. I don't care about peer pressure.
I can't.
Oh, it helps though.
The nose is running.
It helps with.
Have you seen the light yet?
My ears are ringing.
Dude, that hurts. It hurts.
Okay. So how did you reply to that?
I forgot the question.
I was very politely, of course. I was like, I'm really sorry you had a bad experience. Not going into the shop. Please, next time, visit the shop. We'll be happy to help you find whatever you need.
That's the last one.
Oh shit, man, that's really hot.
Wow, you should see how much ghost pepper went into that.
Oh my god.
There's a lot of ghost pepper in that.
But there's good flavor in it now.
For me, it's very important, like I said, that the taste is good. The taste has to be good. So, Brently, any hidden Matt from 23, you want to come and shout out? Or what?
Matt, come here.
We're almost done.
No.
We're almost done. We're almost done.
We're almost done. Last one.
Okay. So, Matt's coming on the next show, right? Matt and Brett.
I think we get to call people out at the end.
Perfect. So, hidden talent. I want to know hidden talent. Brently Cooper. My nose is running really badly.
Hidden talent.
Aside from coming here on a typhoon and stripping down with all your friends.
Well,
aside from that.
Hidden talent. My wife.
Bring it on. Yeah. Hey, all right.
Are you a stripper? Is that what you said?
No.
You're a stripper at night?
I want to be. Yeah, I really.
Okay.
Hidden talent. It's certainly not hot sauce.
Well, you've done well today, man.
I already talked about playing the drums.
We're gonna get crazy on this last one because it's the last one.
I'm not really a.
Yeah, they don't put that on. Don't put that much on the show.
Yeah, they don't do it on the show, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not really a
He's wiping it
singing
off.
person.
Get off.
I think all my talents are pretty much out in the open.
I got that Frank Sinatra voice though.
I do. I do like to sing Frank Sinatra. I like to ride my bike. I like to drink beer. I don't particularly care for hot sauce.
Or what about guessing the beer after hot sauce?
No, I'm stuck at that.
That didn't work out,
Oh,
eh?
that's really hot.
Oh my gosh. The last dab.
Are we gonna dab? We're already dabbed.
No, that's like a giant dab.
You want that?
Dab.
It's the giant dab, not just the.
I can smell this. You can smell it. This is
So-
not good. This isn't right.
Okay, so
This isn't right. We shouldn't do this.
the last one.
No.
This is a shout out to the show The Hot Ones. We all love it.
We all love that show.
We love it. We watch it
Matt, you want to
religiously.
do this one for me?
We watch this one
You want to do it?
religiously.
You want to do it? You want to do it?
This
You wanna
one
do it?
is basically made of ginger and a crap ton of Carolina Reaper. And Carolina Reapers are a genetically modified chili to be hotter than anything else. I'm guessing from Carolina. What do you guys think? Yeah?
South Carolina, yeah.
South Carolina. There you go. So
I can imagine the guy who invented this thing,
he's loving
living in
life.
North Carolina, knowing people from South Carolina.
Wait, where's Eddie's?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Where's Eddie's? Where's Eddie's?
Mine's here, dude.
Oh.
Oh,
All
man.
right, let's do it.
So my nose is on fire. Everything's on fire right now.
Get off!
And let's last dab it. Cheers, guys.
I think what they do is they cheers on the show.
Let's cheers.
Oh my God.
Salud.
hate-
Hold on, let me wipe some more of that on yours. Yeah, there you
I
go.
hate you guys.
Salud. Cheers. Okay.
Don't breathe.
Oh my God. Wow. I don't think that was a good idea.
Oh my.
It hasn't hit yet.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, here it comes. It's almost like when you're in a club and you're waiting for the beat to drop. It's like that.
I can't even.
But not in a good way.
My eyes are all
Jesus
watered. I
Christ.
can't even remember my questions here.
No.
What is the
I have to
worst?
be careful with my face. I
What
keep
is the
touching my
worst
face.
thing you have ever been called? The worst thing you've ever been called. Last question for the win, boys.
What do you mean?
Somebody calling you a bad name, or like it could be family, it could be a bully, it could be anybody. What's the worst thing someone's ever called you? Okay.
Somebody called me a spick when I was in college.
A spick, okay.
Yeah. South Baby, North Carolina.
Okay.
I think that's the worst thing.
Is that a common thing over there? Or?
No.
No? Okay.
It's like calling black people the N-word. You just don't do it.
Yeah. Okay. And what about Mr. Brently Cooper? Dude, you getting a Dell?
I'll tell you,
Well, that's definitely hotter than mine.
I touched my nose.
Now my ears are ringing again.
Yeah. Hard to concentrate, huh?
the worst thing I've ever been called was I was called to this seat to eat these things.
That's such a much better answer than mine.
Well,
I don't remember the worst thing I've ever been called.
Can we get some more paper towels?
Dylan, Lily, can you get some more paper towels, please?
You know the thing is, Eddie,
These two, Lily.
I don't think, if somebody says something to me that is degrading or whatever, I just don't listen. I don't pay attention to it.
Same. I agree.
You know, I don't know that, I've probably been called bad things, I just don't remember because it doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
Oh my God, that is painful.
Yeah, that's definitely harder than mine.
I don't want to do that ever again.
But yours is like forward.
Yeah.
Like it hits you right away.
This one took a
This
while.
one took a while. Jesus Christ.
God damn it, that's hard.
It keeps going.
Yeah, this one has no limit. I forgot to mention that.
Matt, you want a wing?
Look at that. I got a tear.
Can we get some of these?
Paper.
Simon, bring in the milk.
Really dry one.
What's in the picture?
Bring in the milk.
What about you? What's the worst thing that somebody has called you?
Got the milk. All right, we brought it out.
I gotta do the milk. Girl, some milk.
Dude, I'm crying.
I am too. I've actually, I've been called a lot of bad things. I've also been called spick. I've been called, stupid.
You have?
Yeah, sure. Mine is kind of funny though.
Oh yeah, the milk really works.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Oh yeah.
And how it works on TV.
Oh, it works good.
By the way,
Realty.
Betty's watching.
See?
So I want some milk, Raul? Or what?
Well, you got
No, I'm not doing it.
The real Mexican. So
I'm not doing it.
I'm a big UFC fan, and I was sharing a UFC post about a year ago, and I forgot what I was going to say. Okay. And I'm on fire. So I'm a big UFC fan, big Dana White fan, and I was sharing something about Dana being a great businessman, and then this guy called me out. He said, "You cannot like Dana White." And I said, "Well, why not?" And he said, "Because Dana White is friends with Trump." And I said, "Okay, what does it have to do with me?" And he said, "Well, if you like Dana White, that means you like Trump." And I said,
No, that doesn't. That doesn't.
and I said that doesn't make sense.
That doesn't
to me.
make
And
sense.
I told him, look, when the UFC was new, UFC couldn't get their foot in the door to any arenas, and they were just getting blown off by everybody. And Donald Trump actually helped Dana White get into a lot of arenas.
Well, that's what he does. That's what Trump does.
And
He's a giant
basically-
promoter. I know what Trump is. He's just a giant promoter.
And basically, he was able to help Dana White and UFC get into big stadiums. He went from the prelims, to the last fight. He was a big supporter of Dana White. So when Trump was running for president, Dana was asked by Trump to give a little, hey, can you come up and give me a shout out or whatever. And Dana's like, yeah, sure, you hooked me up so much, right? And I'm not pro or against whatever Trump, but this is the story. And so I wrote this whole story out. I wrote this whole story out to this person because I was like, no, this is the reason. And in the end, what he called me a white supremacist.
Oh my
He
God.
called me a white supremacist. So for me, that's really bad, but it's ridiculous. and it's funny, and it's just like, so I'm a, Mexican Canadian. I live in Asia.
You're a Mexican white supremacist.
Yeah, I'm married to a Taiwanese Hakka, and I have a little girl who's half me and half Asian. So that makes me like the poster boy, apparently. Right? Yeah. So it was funny, but ridiculous and silly. Yeah.
This never stops.
So what's the question?
Yeah.
What's the question? Let's get this.
That was the question. That was the worst thing, man. That was the thing.
Okay.
That was the last question. It got me. What's the worst thing you've ever been called? Right. So that was the question. Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Like
I know.
Like I actually enjoy watching politics. Like I watched the entire primaries, the Republican and the Democrat. I was a Bernie supporter since like as soon as he ran, I was like, I like this guy. Everybody thought I was crazy. He was not gonna get even close. But I also saw Donald Trump during the primaries, and he was very charismatic. Like the way that he talked. This is before he started saying a lot of stupid shit. But I guess he's always been saying stupid shit. But he was promoting like universal health care. He was promoting raising taxes to the rich. That's like stuff from the left. So I can see why he got so many independents. But it is true that if you are a white guy, if you wear a Make America Great Again hat, to a lot of minorities and to a lot of women, that means something very specific. Whether that is fair or not, I don't know. But if you wear one of those hats, you're going to be labeled as a racist. That's just how it is.
Sure.
I don't agree with it, but I mean, I have my issues with Trump. But I mean, honestly, I think he's. I don't think he knows what he's doing. I think he's just a lying sack of shit.
Right.
I mean, I don't think he's a racist. Honestly, I don't think he's a racist. He might be a racist. But I think he's just a lying sack of shit, and I think he just bamboozled a lot of people to vote for him. But it's like one of those things, like once you pick a team, it's hard not to pick that team.
Sure.
So that's why they're like so hardcore, Trump supporters. Because he won,
Hey, there he is, Jim.
There he is.
Your boys are here.
You're next, you son of a bitch.
Yes. All right.
But no, that's ridiculous, man. I've had friends who are white who like Bernie Sanders that have been called white supremacists because they like Bernie.
Okay.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Yeah,
that's the most ridiculous thing ever.
Sure.
You want to wing?
Shout out to Ellery. I don't know if he's watching this, but really nice dude. Yeah.
Beautiful.
But
So, fellas,
I agree with you.
I'll be 100% honest. We were shooting for 20-25 minutes, and it's an hour.
Is it really?
Wow.
So an hour went by.
Time flies when you're in pain.
Time flies when you're in pain. So I want to thank you guys big time for coming out.
You got to do the poison. You ready for some gas?
Okay.
Eat it, yeah.
Little fuel to the fire. Okay.
You almost messed your lips.
Can't feel them anymore. Shaking. You're shaking.
That fucking man.
That's good.
Oh, that's good. That's smooth.
Oh, that's smooth.
Was that tequila? That was water. I think my taste buds.
Yeah.
What's more?
No.
Well, after that Reaper, I mean, sham. So
I gotta go back to work, man.
So I want to thank you guys for coming out. Does either of you guys want to send a special shout out at the end of the show before we go?
Actually, I'll send a shout out to Eddy's and to Crafted.
Yes.
My two favorite places.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And go buy a Dell, dude.
Dude, you're getting a Dell. You're getting a Dell. I am getting a Dell after this. Screw it.
Yeah, big shout out to Eddy. Thank you for hosting us.
Yeah, this is great.
My man.
If you guys have not been to Eddy's Cantina, this is probably one of the nicest human beings that you'll ever meet in your life.
Absolutely.
Amazing guy.
Fantastic. Despite those bullshit 1-star reviews.
Yeah.
The food here is fantastic.
The food is good. The beer is good. It's got craft beer on tap. It's got margaritas. Can't go wrong with that.
It's got hot.
But before we opened the company, before we opened Crafted, I came up to him and asked him a bunch of questions, and he was so helpful. He's like the godfather of Crafted. So, other than that, just all the people that support us. We've been really blessed to have so many people that like Crafted at both locations. This guy being one of my first customers, actually. It's crazy, yeah.
First and best.
Yeah. But thank you everybody for watching.
Beautiful.
And we get to challenge someone, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Why don't you? So now,
Yeah, we get to
boys are gonna
challenge.
call up the next people.
Okay.
I'd like to challenge Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Matt
come
from
up here,
23
Matt.
Brewing Company. Okay. Matt
Matt,
from
come
23
here.
Brewing Company.
Yeah, I'm gonna challenge Matt from 23 Brewing to maybe do this next.
Okay, Matt from 23 Brewing Company.
Yeah. No,
If
I
you're
get it.
watching, you're right there actually.
He's right there.
You're next, my friend. What
If
about
he doesn't
yourself?
do it, Brent has to do it. Ben, I'm gonna call Jim.
Yeah, Jim. Matt, Jim.
Jim.
Yeah, you guys can do next. Great.
If you lower the heat level, we'll try.
Oh, that's
No, no, no,
fine.
no,
Oh,
Guarantee.
okay, no problem, no problem.
The Reaper's
I'm gonna
fine.
order another case
Somebody
of
from 23, either Matt or Brent. I'm sure Brent would love to do this. And Jim. Either you or you send your dad.
or
Yeah, send Dad.
Where's the dad? Like, how come we never met
Jim
dad
versus
from
Jim
dad?
dad.
yes,
Like, who is this man? Does he exist?
or we can do
It has to
Matt
be-
and
wait,
Brett
wait.
together and Jim and Dad.
It's gonna be Jack
Jim
Daniels. if you
or
want
Jim
the
and dad. Or Jim or dad.
The website. Show up on it.
Perfect. Hey,
Yeah.
I would love to meet the man, the legend,
The legend.
the myth, the legend. Yeah. Beauty. All right, guys.
All right,
Thank you
thanks.
so much. Cheers.
Cheers. Wait, I'm out of
Cheers.
beer.
We're
That's
out of
right.
beer. All
Cheers.
right. Cheers.
I'll
Cheers.
get another.
Cheers,
Thank you
guys.
so much. Thank you guys for coming. Shout out to Eddy's Cantina, the hardworking staff. We love you guys. Shout out to Flavor the World for the yummy sauces. Shout out to Eddy's Cantina for the yummy sauces. Shout out to Hot Ones for creating the last
I'm not
dab.
sure I could.
Pretty damn yummy.
It's not.
We're gonna do it again. Thank you guys so much. See you next time. Much love.
Oh my God.